Cup 2012. Calvin Wolf. Starting to the top right is our Casbah Protoss player, the OSL champion, who looks a little bit shaken today. It is
SK Telecom T1, Rain.
This is his last chance. He's got no more lives left.
Yeah, he needs to do something here, but today he seems, as mentioned, he seems a little bit off. It looks like he might have some problems in real life. Maybe he wasn't able to train, maybe he didn't get enough sleep. His opponent at the bottom right looks fresh, looks ready. He is the GSL champion. He is
MVP Sniper.
You know, he was plagued earlier, as we were, by that A. That A actually came from his ID.
That A actually won him the game.
That's true, actually. That's a good point. But maybe now that the A's gone, he can't do it.
No, but I seriously think that something is just not right with him, like that he's not in shape today. This is not, as I already said, it's not the Rain that we've seen a couple of weeks ago. Something is definitely off here. He was so tired earlier, he looked like he could just fall asleep any second, and now if you see him in the booth, he's not energized, it just feels different.
Yeah, I mean, he beat DRG in the finals to win the OSL to get here in the first place. DRG able to do extremely well yesterday in his group. I have to say, though, you know, he's not messing around with mediocre players here. These are not just your Code S group players. These are the top 10 players in the world.
Yeah, that is definitely true. I mean, we have Life here, the Code S Season 4 champion. We have Sniper here, the Season 5 champion. We have players like Seed, Season 3 champion. It is a bit crazy.
Even Violet, you know, who's done great internationally, he was able to play against him and take a win, but still, man, Violet is no pushover, and this is a tough group. The likes of which I think Rain has just not even seen yet. Not all in one group.
Career prize money for Rain in Starcraft 2, of course, that is 86,000.
Yep, and of course, since he started Starcraft 2 this year, that's also his total prize money for this year.
Yep.
Well, what's the build going to be for Rain this time?
The last time that we saw him on this map, he used a heavy gateway attack. GSL total playtime 28 hours for Sniper.
Yeah, we saw this stat yesterday for some of our players. It's actually a really cool stat to see. And you can see Rain not actually playing too many games just yet, only 7 hours. But that's a lot if you think about it.
MVP yesterday had more than 80 hours in the GSL.
It's insane.
That's really crazy. That just shows how long he has been around and how consistent he's been playing.
I can't even believe it, you know, when I hear that stat. Depot gets knocked down, so you can use that area later to make extra cannons if he needs to. It's something that Sniper will probably destroy as well. There's the core, and when that core finishes, all answers are known. Been seeing a lot of Stargate play last game, though. Saw robotics, and on this map, like you said before, last time he went for a gateway-centric build. That's probably the most common build to see on this map.
On 3 bases, and 3 bases are just so easy to take for a Protoss player in Toon Valley, which is exactly the reason why you want to choose the map. You can then wall off at your 3rd base with another wall. So right now, that might be exactly what he's going to do again, and Sniper, of course, knows that this is a build that he might have to face here. He also saw the games earlier where Violet was defeated by Rain with exactly this build.
Yeah. That probe is going here for you to verify the 3rd base. Not enough lings here to stop him, just barely not. He tries. Really nice micro by Sniper here, but the Queen's not ready in time either. He's going to not only see the hatch, but see it finish, which is a great, comfortable place to be. Fortunately, steps on that creep. And it's time for tech. Core is done. That placement of that pylon indicates we're going to see Stargate, but can't be said for sure. Could also just make the Robo down as a natural now that the Overlord is chased away.
He's trying to make sure that there are just no scouting information for Sniper available, and Sniper in the last game really smacked him down. He dominated this game, and now what is Rain gonna do? That Warp Prism attack did not work. The Zerglings, there are enough of them to easily surround the Zealot and take it down.
He now has 212 gas. He's microing his Zealot right now, so he's not making his tech, but he needs to make something. Starts another sentry. It looks like he wants to go sentry heavy instead, and like he's using that instead of attacking. He's going to go for the fast third base. We've seen this before.
Yep.
Impossible for him to deny the stick out of the Overlord, though, with no Stalker in place.
Sniper is now droning up, and on a map like this, just drone up, get your creep spread out there, make sure that you have your lair tech ready, which is what he started a second ago. Also with the normal timing at roughly 720, drops down with the Roach Warren, and he will be ready for everything and anything. He needs to make sure that he has the scouting information, but if that's the case, then he will be happy to defend against whatever Rain is going to throw his way.
Yeah. He doesn't see this third Nexus just yet. He's got an Overlord in position to spot for it, but if he doesn't send it over soon, he's going to be a little bit late about knowing this. Sees the gas timing here.
Rain is going into the Twilight Council now.
Yeah, going to go for Blink very quickly, most likely.
Yep.
He could also go for some DTs, but the timing of this doesn't really line up the way you would want to go DTs. His opponent might already have Spores expecting a possible Stargate.
If you want to go for a gateway heavy attack and you also get Blink, that will give you another edge over your opponent. Delays things a little bit, but as long as there are no fungals, you can do just so much. And even with Infestors, if you get the right Blink timings off, you can just Blink in and take them down.
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to cancel that gateway because the probe got trapped. But does fix it.
There are the gates. Yep. There's the Blink.
5 extra gates and Blink.
8 in total now.
No +2 yet, though.
So far he's skipping on the upgrade. But
look
for
at all
his
the
opponent,
things. Yeah, look at all of that. He's got that production tab actually is about to like go all the way across the screen.
It goes into the middle of the screen easily. We have the infestation bit now halfway done. We have armor, we have speed, both for the Lynx and for the Roaches.
Yeah, it's so interesting if we had the... I wonder if it's possible to make it go all the way to the other side of the screen. If you made like one of every Zerg unit and one of every structure, it suddenly goes to the other side. Does it like... If it goes off the screen, does it start over again? I wonder if there's enough units you could actually make that happen.
If you build one of every structure and one of every unit, maybe, and you get the upgrades, you know, maybe you can actually pull it off.
I want to try that now. I'm actually going to try it. I want to see what happens. I want to see if the game just crashes.
That would look a little bit silly, though. Well, right now, as you can see, we have now the +2 attack timing for Rain nearly completed, halfway done. If he chrono boosts it, and that's what he currently does, then he will complete it just in time. He's about to push out here. The harvest account for him is at 58 against 67. Fourth base for Sniper is on its way. Creep spread is decent. And here comes our Protoss player. This is his chance. This is the timing that he has to choose.
Yeah, and he's going for it. He's got no Warp Prism in this. Just going across the map with the gateway units right now. Sniper has cut his units down a little bit too low, I feel. He's trying to do a little bit too much at once. And he's got these spines going up, but does he have enough units? It doesn't seem like it, to be honest.
The force fields didn't really trap anything, though.
Yeah, and he doesn't have that... Now the pylon's finished. He can warp onto the high ground with the Stalker Blink if he wants to.
Here comes the next round of warp-ins. Pathogen Glance is nearly done.
That's the most important part.
Infestors are on its way.
He's going for that Ling from the back. The Roaches on the top here are actually doing a lot of damage still.
Yeah, and taking down the first few sentries, so the Infestors are nearly in the game, and the sentries are low on energy now. They still have a few force fields left, but they're gonna run out of energy fairly soon. He can't walk up the ramp. If he gets trapped at the ramp with the force fields, that would be too much.
Fungal, though, comes down now that the Infestors are out. He wants to chain Fungal. He does.
Oh my god, this is... No. No.
Right? And he's blocked up the ramp. A few more Stalkers blink back, but it looks like this is just barely not going to cut it.
No, it won't. The Lings are already streaming in. The force field at the ramp is gone. He can chase Rain down now. Rain did not even kill a lot here. We have the Infestors still ready. He warps in another round. This, of course, him being all in here. He doesn't have a tech to start. He's down to supply.
Need to be pulled back, though, and he's not done yet. But the thing is, these Lings are going to finish him, most likely. He doesn't have enough space to work with. He's fighting on
There are no sentries anymore. He can start to blink, yes, but with the reinforcements that we have for Sniper, 16 Zerglings, 3 Infestors, Rain is going to push in and do a bit of damage, but with the next few Infestors that are going to join this game, I feel the Fungals are going to finish Rain off.
Yeah, it looks like it. I mean,
if he reacts in time, if he loses the Infestors when they pop out, if they are actually spawning at the natural,
he could take some drones out and get out of here and then try to transition, but...
Fungal, where are the Infestors?
They are not nearby, and you know the Stalkers are starting to do a little bit...
Where are they? There they are!
He needs to get some Fungals here.
And here we go.
There's one, and now he's warping in on the high ground, but the Roaches are here waiting.
Yeah,
you know, man,
Rain is actually doing a lot more damage than expected, but still the reinforcements.
I don't think he can win the game, but he's starting to make this more worth it, I feel.
But he still doesn't have a follow-up role.
Yeah, he's got no follow-up here. He's got no robotic support, but he starts pro production again now. The Queen here is going to help out as well.
But the Zerglings are going to chase these Stalkers down. Maybe 1 or 2 will be able to survive, but that's about it. This is just now Sniper having a 50 supply lead in this game. 6 more
Just look at
Infestors
the
are coming
production
in.
tab. There's nothing coming out for Rain.
Even though he has a high bank in minerals, he just doesn't have the gas. He's adding more gateways now. He wants to go for a second wave of units, but now he's up against a lot of Infestors, and these upgrades for the Zerg player are going to make his life even harder.
He has now 11 gateways with these 3 additional ones he's adding, but I think part of the reason why he's adding them is because he doesn't have anything else to spend money on. He's got almost 1,000 resources, and that's after the 3 gates have been made. He doesn't have the gas to make Stalkers, doesn't want to make Zealots because they're not going to be too useful.
He's moving out again. This is his last attempt to take the game.
And Changelings already see everything. Sniper can just turn around and trap everything. His creep spread is so key here. Stalker's blinking to try to get some Infestors. He will actually knock down 2 of them, it looks like. But look at these funnels on the high ground. He can't even move.
Yeah.
The Roaches don't even need to fight here. You can just pull back and then keep funneling until this is all dead. This is going to be it for Rain.
He chain bungles the Stalkers. Rain is once again below 100 supply. He doesn't have a bank anymore. Sniper's having a field day here. GG.
Rain had to prove himself in this group, and he failed. Sniper knocks him out 2-0 here. He's got no chance of getting out of this group now. He's become the punching bag.
Yeah, sad day for Rain, and so far also a bit of a sad day for Protoss. Seed is the only hope for the Sons of Aya. Rain is now 0-3 in matches and a -5 in maps.
Yeah. That was a rough group for him so far. A rough series as well. You know, that attack was well timed. You could see that it was just on the edge of working, but the Infestors were out. The creep spread was too good for Sniper. That allowed him to use speed with his Lings and his Roaches over and over again. And eventually he pushed it back. If he had maybe killed a few workers and maybe those Infestors had gotten out a little bit earlier, maybe could have made a robotic support bay transition somehow, but when all the Stalkers got caught by the Lings, and a few of those fungals.
There are just 2 things that came together today. Rain, in my opinion, having a bad day, and him up against one of the best Zerg players that we have in Korea against Sniper, and Sniper just saw all these small mistakes of Rain and just crushed him.
Yeah.
Completely dominated the series, and well, now our next game is going to be a ZVZ with Violet up against Live. This is going to happen after a short break, so see you guys in about 5 minutes with Violet versus Live at the Blizzard Cup 2012.